better solution, but just something to be an incentive not to use the city shed as the resort for water, because then we're basically paying a street department employee to make sure that everything is flowing right when new co-ops just run up the street and can pay for the cost there. So, I don't know.
So we don't want to be in competition with them.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's just making sure that people actually have access to water, because there have been a few contractors that came through and they said, you know, we're not selling out of the street shed. And he said, well, I can't get water anywhere. And that's not going to suit me. So, just to solve that situation.
I'd say we leave it up to you and the street department, because that's, you know, my opinion anyway.
We'll probably need to get that in the code then, $30 charge for a bulk sale, or not, for a fee.
Yeah, I'll look at
Now, would
that.
that be a one-time, so if we're gonna use our water for a week or a month or something, they pay the $30 one time, or what are we talking about for the
Well,
$30?
you guys tell me.
Well, you can't do it a day, because then you just will not use the water, but I mean.
You could do, I mean, once a week at $30, or something like that. My concern is if you say for too long, then we're right back to where we were again. And, you know, honestly, we're calling, if you figure the amount that you pay somebody plus benefits and everything else, to have them sitting there, it's gonna get steep
Right.
quick.
But the only time which it really happened, like, was the boring companies and stuff, and that should be pretty well done now anyway, so
Yeah.
I don't think we'd get too many more requests, you know, especially summer, we won't get any, of course, but.
Well, I mean, it depends.
We
If it's, as long as we're not in competition, because it is easier for them to take from the street shed.
Oh, sure.
And so, as long as we're not we're not competitive to new, then we should. But if the cost is, you know, relatively cheaper than we would, then it's kind of what we're trying to avoid, so. I don't know, I mean, to me.
I think it should be just under special circumstances, first off, like you've got here.
So only under special circumstances.
I would
and
think so.
If it is under special circumstances, then $30 to authorize use.
How much does 2,500 gallons of water cost? Roughly,
2,500?
yeah.
Would that be?
Yeah,
$5
city
less than
hall.
$5.
Like,
No,
well, no,
it's
probably
10.
like about $7 or $8
Yeah, 7 or 8.
Okay.
for the first 2,500.
Yeah. So.
Because that's, you know, that's a small water tank. I mean, 2,500 isn't a lot of water
Yeah.
for those people.
Yeah.
The truck that they had parked down there was probably 2,000 or 2,500 gallons.
Yeah.
Um,
So. What do you guys think is fair?
No, I think that's good.
With a $30.
$30, what,
For-
how often do you wanna do it? A week?
For a week, though, that they need it, or do you think that's too excessive?
I don't think that's too expensive at all.
No,
Do you?
it'd have to be a 10-day project or something, you know, where, you know. That's,
What's, does co-op just charging for the water?
they get a little bit
I
more.
think it's
It's not much.
the biggest complaint I hear about co-op is just getting to it, is waiting in queue, a little bit of a charge on it.
Which it should be.
But at the same time, the flip side is they're paying somebody's salary.
That's right.
And so there is a cost associated with
Sure.
it that's not the same as, you know, pulling money out of, or pulling water out of a tap. I mean, you know, so I think that's what you're paying for.
Yeah,
So-
they just charge more per gallon, charge more for the water rate or something. We should just, if we're gonna sell bulk water, then there should be a, you know, if someone has to be there,
Mhm.
you know, then the service should be included in that, so.
Mhm.
I don't wanna be cheaper than no co-op, because, you know, they're already paying a guy to do it, you know,
Mhm.
that's, you know. they-
Another thing, co-op, you know, they work with farmers, and you don't want that hose contaminated with chemicals either. So you really need to have somebody monitor that process, so you don't have chemicals contamination.
So, I guess one of the things, you know, as far as what the $30 a day, $30 a week, $30, however much that is, whatever the council wants, I'll go with. But I know there'll be some pushback too. whatever this is, so I need guidance, kind of somewhat specific guidance on this.
From the people that want the water,
Yeah.
or from co-op?
Well, just, believe me, when people need water, they're not too kind about it, so it's a
Got the river right there, if they wanna pump all the river.
I would say $30 a week.
$30 a week.
That's what I would say.
I think that's reasonable.
I agree with that too.
And if they have to go down there,
Mhm.
5 days, what, $6 a day to
Mhm.
access it?
Okay. We can go with that, and I'm pretty sure
If it
that.
doesn't work, you'll come back, you know.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
if
what I
it's-
mean. We can always come back
You know,
to
it'd be
this.
more or less,
Yeah.
you know, it's.
Yeah, I mean, we just started with that, and if we have to change it, we can always change it.
Okay. There we go.
We need a motion on that, or just,
We'll get an ordinance
Yeah.
together for that
Okay.
too.
It'll have to be.
Okay.
All right. On the page.
Okay. Discussion and possible action on the granting of LMI funds to assist in the demolition of the property at 907 3rd Avenue North.
Oh, this has been an ongoing discussion. I talked to Jens probably about an hour ago, about this. And, got a response, as you saw in the notes. I've been, trying to figure this out, and that the West Fork has said that they have absolutely no interest, at this point in acquiring the property. So, that's from.
It's off the table.
Yeah, so talking, I emailed back and forth with Pat Tate, and he said he'd take it to the board again, but they've already considered this, and so the interest is very low in that property. So, with that in mind, the property's back in limbo. So, there's no takers, as far as I know, from conversations with Jen's, conversations with Brony, there's no takers, there's nothing, no place for this property to go.
And may I say, in Aaron's defense here, guys, I went and talked to the family last week. Was it a week ago?
Yeah.
Or 2 weeks ago now, Freddie.
Yeah.
And was told by the family that the property was gonna be deeded over to those people that afternoon. That the paperwork was done and it was ready to sign.
I've heard that from more than one person,
So
John,
I-
including another family member, including from Jim himself.
Yeah, so
Tell me
I
that,
came and
so-
told Aaron that we were out of the picture, they're gonna take care of it or whatever. Well,
Mhm.
what, half hour, 45 minutes later, we found out that, hey, wait a minute, it's not a done deal.
Yeah.
So, I'm kind of the one that, you guys got that email, I think, and I was kind of the one that said, looked like it was good to me.
So we've been all over the map
Yeah.
on this, and if you want to hear a long story, you can talk. You can give Jen's a
Yeah.
call. I said, feel free to call my cell phone, and I can tell you how we've worked through this. And I think it's just been, there's lots of people who've been involved, but everybody's trying to do what's best to just get
Sure.
the problem resolved.
Would the could we take enough LMI funds to get the house down? Let me ask you that.
Here's the thing, now at this point, my thought is if the city doesn't have a place for it to go, then the city should probably not do the LMI funds. And my thought is now to do it through the Housing Development Corporation, through the grant that they have, because then you can just put something up there. Whereas if the city's got it, what do we do?
Nothing, I'm just trying to figure out what it's,
What it's gonna
it's
cost.
$12,000 out
Yeah.
of somebody's budget anyway, that
Yeah.
I'm sure they're not looking forward to it anyway, so.
Yeah, so, but the city did grant the $200,000 for LMI funds to the Housing Development Corporation, so there is that grant out there. So I guess to me, that's what makes the most sense at this point. And that would essentially then, it leaves open the possibility if West Fork, if he goes to his board and says, hey, do we have any interest in this property, it leaves open that option. It also leaves open the option, there is a very small building footprint that could go in there. If we're talking with gents, you can put a structure there, it'd just be very tight. So if you're looking at an LMI home, you could get a tight, smaller home in that spot. And, that would be a workable solution. So that, I guess that's what I think makes the most sense at this point, as far as city involvement. But I definitely don't feel like I have a corner on the solution here, so. I've shopped about everything I can with Jens and Groening and talking with Pat and trying to figure out some way to get it down, knowing that the council's wishes were to get this building addressed, with it being kind of on our doorstep now with all the detour building that's there.
Sounds like a last resort, and it sounds like we better take it,
I would agree, Joe.
you know. Get rid of it. I drive by there, it makes you sick.
Yep.
Gets worse every day.
Well, plus it's a safety hazard, like you pointed out the
Yeah,
last time.
scares me, especially with
So-
summer and
Yeah.
kids running around everywhere.
Mhm.
You should have clear direction on, you
Okay.
can get that handled in.
Yeah, I've first talked with Daryl and I talked with Cheryl briefly about, you know, is this something that would possibly go through, and it seemed like Daryl was supportive, I was supportive, Cheryl was supportive. I think that the rest of the board would be supportive of trying to figure out using it as that, for that purpose. You know, it's another way to, you know, possibly come back and put something in there. I think Rich Conlon had expressed interest in doing a small house that might be a fit. 'Cause he was-
What's the dimensions of the lot of, so, 85 by 85, is that what you thought?
No, but the problem is that there's a 10-inch water main runs through kind of a diagonal. So that chops off the back corner, and then it's kind of an odd shaped lot.
It
you know,
is.
So it really, it's
Yeah.
not,
It's not a good lot to build on, I don't
it's not a
think.
great.
It'd be a great parking lot.
Yeah, it's definitely tough. I mean, it's tough.
It'll look better there,
It'll look better there.
What about
whether
the
it's
homeowner-
ever used or not.
Yeah, it is
The
a
homeowner to the west, do they have any interest in it at all?
place to pile snow.
They've, I think,
Not till after the house is gone.
Yeah,
Let's put it
yeah,
that
yeah,
way.
or not for $12,000 or
No,
whatever it's gonna
no,
cost for.
well, that's the thing, is, I mean, you figure, it could, from what Jensen said, it's somewhere between $7,000 and $14,000 depending. And it's kind of what you find when you get into it, and so,
Because we're not gonna turn the foundation, we're gonna leave that, right?
well, yeah, if you leave the foundation, then that knocks some cost
Yeah.
off of it, and then, you know, but if West Forks Services is interested in, you know, building something there, then you want to knock the foundation, so you don't find it when you go to build,
That'd be their problem. not
but
ours.
that's what I mean, is they
Yeah.
would need to,
We just want the structure down.
yeah, exactly.
That's all we want. We want the structure down at minimal cost.
Yeah.
So,
So then if we leave the foundation, there's gonna be a barrier around it then, just left around
we'll
it?
cover.
Oh, it should be
We'll just
covered,
leave the
okay.
basement, we'll just
Okay.
knock it in and just fill over the top.
Okay.
So
Okay.
you'll see it'll just be a-
Somebody can pour a slab in there if
They
they
can do
want to put
whatever
something.
they
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So we have direction.
Thank you.
Alrighty, next we need a motion to approve the purchase of a 2014 Dodge Charger police car from Chimcat Motors, Fort Dodge, Iowa. Dean?
Okay. As you know, when we did budgets, I asked the police officers what kind of a vehicle they would like, and they indicated they would like to get a Dodge Charger. I did some checking with a local dealer, and then I was talking to the sheriff from Webster County, and he was gonna go through Shimcat Motors. And basically, what you see here is the same thing that Webster County Sheriff's Office is gonna get. I did check with the state bid. The base price for the vehicle is $23,471. And when you add in those options and stuff too, it comes, the prices are way on the bottom. They're $24,941 if you put carpet in it, or $24,919 if you put vinyl in it, so. And Shipcat's bid is $24,951.
So you want carpet or vinyl?
Myself, I'd rather have carpet, but when you have multiple users and stuff, I mean, it gets pretty dirty and stuff, so. Myself, I would say carpet, but vinyl's fine too.
Well, I guess that's for $111, I think that's up to you guys,
Well, it's only $20 actually.
or $20 actually.
Isn't it? 'Cause it's 89 or 111.
Yeah, 89 for the vinyl or 111 for
So I
the
think
carpet.
if you and the police officers would be happier with carpet than
Yeah,
for $25,
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
What was your estimate on the car for the budget? Remember?
28,000.
28,000.
Yeah.
But was that with equipment? Or did you have another line item for equipment?
That was just basically a base car that.
Okay,
that
and
I
then
got
there was
from
radio
Bill.
and
But
everything
radio, I
else.
think it was like 35,000
Yeah.
total that we budgeted for that vehicle.
Yep.
Because you've still got all the equipment put on this yet, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's I think with about 1,900, we gotta put a new radio in there, a mobile radio, because the one that's, they have is shot.
Yeah. there
And
is.
then, I put about $6,000 for equipment and stuff, which, I got a gal coming up this week, we're gonna sit down and decide what we're gonna put in there, so.
And this, you did run this by B&N.
Yes, 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 I did give Bill an opportunity to bid on it, and he said, just go ahead and wherever you're going, just do it there, so.
Looking for a motion.
So moved.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
All right, thank you much. Yep,
Thanks, Dean.
yep, and then the police department will thank you too, so their cars are getting a little weak.
Oh,
Yeah.
what color?
It'll be white.
Wait, okay.
Yep.
All right.
Next, we need a motion to approve the renewal of a Class E liquor license, a Class C beer permit, a Class B wine permit, and Sunday sales permit for Hy-Vee Incorporated doing business Hy-Vee Wine and Spirits. Everything in order, Gloria?
Yes, it is.
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And we need a motion to approve an application for a transfer license for Renee Dryer and Candy Robinson doing business as Humboldt Engraving and Gifts from 724 Sumner Avenue to 16 Sumner Avenue effective
Move it,
May
approve.
5th.
Second?
Is that today?
Yes, it is.
Wow. Kind of a late application.
Well, yeah, they moved their store.
Okay.
And this was as soon as we could get it on the
Okay.
agenda. And
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Under resolutions, we need a motion to approve the final proposed resolution number 2014-48. A resolution accepting a bid and awarding a contract for the Sumner Avenue Sidewalk Improvement Project and authorizing the mayor to sign the contract for the aforementioned project.
We'll simply accept Hobie's bid for the sidewalk project.
Move to approve.
Second.
Roll call vote.
Goodell?
Aye.
Slater?
Aye.
Scholl?
Aye.
Rusher?
Aye.
Davis?
And the next one, we're just gonna continue, so we pass over that one.
Okay.
Next, we need a motion to approve the following proposed resolution number 2000, do you want me to renumber these?
No,
then?
you can leave it at 50.
Okay, 2014-50. A resolution approving the fiscal year 2013-2014 budget amendment estimate, directing the city clerk to publish a notice of public hearing and set Monday, May 19, 2014 at 5:30 PM as a date and time for a public hearing on the proposed fiscal year 2013-2014 budget amendment.
I'll just review quickly the provisions of the budget amendment. Revenues, the total revenue amendment will be $4,796,000. The main